Hey guys, what's up? Tevin the speaker here. Welcome back to another episode of the series Rediscovering the Secrets to Success. So, this is the last episode, unfortunately, or fortunately, because now you can actually go and apply everything that you've been learning. But yeah, so this will be the last episode. You need to look out for the second season. The second season, I'm working on it for the rest of this year, right? Completely new format, powerful season coming up. So please pay attention to that. But back to this episode, the final principle for your secret of success, and this is it. It's called the power of the spirit. That's what it is, right? So every person, every human being, right, has been deposited with a spirit. So now the spirit connects, is your source. Your spirit actually connects you to your source. That's what it does. So if you look at different instances, so the source of a fish is the ocean, right? So if you pull the fish out of the ocean, the fish will die. That's what it is. The source of a tree is the soil. If you remove the tree from the soil, the tree begins to die. And it's the same thing with us as the human species. We all have a spirit, and that spirit connects us to our source, which is God. You see, that's why once you begin to understand it, now you can actively engage with the spirit because you can have literal conversations with the spirit. You see what the spirit does, right? Because it connects you to your source, the spirit then can make you like your source. You can begin to think like your source. You can have the nature and the ways of your source. It just depends on how you connect with the spirit. If you choose not to connect with the spirit, you put the body and the mind in danger. So if you look at it, the human as a whole is made up of three departments. It's the mind, it's the body, and it's the spirit. So like I mentioned, your spirit connects you to your source. It connects you back to God. Your spirit can give you the nature of God if you rely on it. But if you look at what's happening a lot of times in the world, right? They rely on things other than their spirit. They can rely on their mind. But the problem with the mind is it can be influenced by emotions and different hormones, etc., with the body. That can mess with the mind. So there's no consistency with the mind. It's difficult to be consistent. If you look at the body runs after desire. So if you look at people who are married, right, but they're sleeping outside of the marriage, that's because they rely on their body. So all they want to do is please the body. But if you look at the spirit makes you like God, man. It connects you back to your source. That's why the spirit is the most consistent and stable thing ever. So if ever you want to increase in power, rely on the spirit. If ever you want to forgive someone, rely on the spirit because the nature of the spirit will be exactly like that of God. And God is loving, right? God is forgiving, right? God sees the best in everything. So as soon as you attach yourself to the spirit and you rely on the spirit, you begin to behave like God. You'll think like God. You'll speak like God. And that's your secret for success, people. The preceding, you see, when you can rely on the spirit, all of these principles that I've been speaking about throughout the series has already been downloaded into your spirit. It's there already. So rely on the spirit and you begin to see these principles that we've been discussing just come to the fore. That's how powerful the spirit is, man. And that's my message. Those are my words of encouragement. Rely on the spirit, people, and you will become successful. And that's it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.